Welcome to Thoughtful Planning, the place where real conversation, expert insight, and a touch of humor meet to turn our end-of-life uncertainties into self-assurance. I'm your co-host Santiago, a history buff and a big kid at heart.
And I'm Honey, your guide through the intricate dance of planning with care and a whole lot of warmth. Every week, we're here to turn those intimidating "are we ready" moments into confident "everything is under control" moments. Today's journey is one you won't want to miss. Hi, welcome to Thoughtful Planning. I'm Honey, and today's episode is one of those you'll thank yourself later conversations. We're talking about credit card rewards. And here's the essential question I want you to reflect on during this episode. Do you know what your credit card company says will happen to your rewards, points, or miles if you become incapacitated, or worst case scenario, die? And have you documented it clearly for your family or executor? So before we go any further, here's your friendly reminder that this podcast is for educational purposes only. I'm not giving legal, financial, or tax advice. Please consult with your attorney, CPA, or financial planner about your specific situation. So let's start with the basics. If you have a credit card that earns points, miles, or cash back, do you know what happens to those rewards when you die? Do they disappear? Do they transfer to your spouse? Does your executor even know that you have them? Every card issuer is different, and most people have no idea what their terms say. You earn those rewards. They're yours, and in many cases, they have real value. But if you don't have a plan in place, those points could expire, be forfeited, or quietly disappear into the digital void while your family is sorting through the bigger stuff. And if your executor doesn't know those rewards exist, they can't try to claim them, which means your travel rewards could be gone, your cashback balance could be wiped out, and your statement credit could never be claimed. So now maybe you're thinking, Honey, I'm not sitting on some 6-figure mileage empire. I get it. Totally fair. But this isn't about the dollar amount. It's about organization, respect for your effort, and easing the burden on your loved ones. And sometimes those little things, a hotel stay, a statement credit, can be a comfort during hard times. Even better, they don't require more effort now, just a little organization. Most people ignore this until it's too late. But thoughtful planners, you know who you are. You look at the small things because they add up. You've already done the hard work by earning these rewards. Now it's about protecting them, just like any other asset in your estate. Are you ready for your checklist? When you contact your credit card company, consider asking the following 16 questions. Number 1, can I add a power of attorney to my account now so that if I become incapacitated, they can help me? Number 2, how long do you keep a power of attorney on file before it expires? Number 3, can a power of attorney redeem rewards while I'm alive but incapacitated? Number 4, are there any limitations for what a power of attorney can do? Number 5, do you notify account holders if your power of attorney or rewards policy changes? Number 6, what happens to my rewards, points, or miles when I pass away? Number 7, can my executor redeem them or are they forfeited? Number 8, what documentation is required? Is it a death certificate? Is there anything else? Number 9, is there a deadline for claiming the rewards after death? Number 10, will the rewards be applied to my final balance or are they lost or turned over to the state as unclaimed property? Number 11, can the rewards be transferred to another person or donated to charity? If so, what's the procedure? Number 12, are there tax consequences for redeeming rewards after death? Number 13, what should I tell my loved ones or estate attorney about accessing these funds? Number 14, is there any documentation written in your terms or FAQ so I can share it with my executor? Number 15, I want you to write down the date and name of the person you talked to. And number 16, Write down any additional questions you might have. Here's something important to understand. A power of attorney only applies while you are alive. It allows someone you trust to step in and act on your behalf if you become incapacitated. The moment you pass away, that authority ends. From that point forward, your executor or your trustee becomes the legal representative authorized to handle your affairs, including credit card accounts and any rewards that may be tied to them, if they know about them. If you're unsure what type of power of attorney is appropriate for your situation, it's a good idea to speak with an estate attorney. That's why it's important to plan for both scenarios, incapacity and death, and to make sure the right documents and people are in place. Here are your 5 action steps for today. Number 1, create a list of every credit card you have that earns rewards. Number 2, select one of the cards. Number 3, call the customer service line, reference the 16 questions I just gave you, and document the answers. Number 4, share those answers with your executor, spouse, or someone you trust. Number 5, set a yearly task reminder to review your cards, or sooner if you get a new card or the terms change. So this isn't about perfection, it's about progress. It's about making things easier for the people you love. Please be aware that some companies only keep power of attorney documents on file for a short time, like 6 months, for example. So even if you've already submitted one, you may need to set a calendar task to resubmit it regularly. And you should also note that companies can change policies at any time. So reviewing this information annually isn't overkill. It's wisdom. Reminder, this podcast is for educational purposes only. I am not a lawyer, financial planner, or tax advisor. Always consult with a licensed professional before making decisions about your estate or financial matters. You don't have to leave your loved ones guessing. You just need to start the conversation. And you've done that today. So let me leave you with that essential question one more time. Do you know what your credit card company says will happen to your rewards, points, or miles if you become incapacitated or worst case scenario, die? And have you documented it clearly for your family or executor? If this episode helped you think differently, please share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you're documenting your credit card info today, take a moment to celebrate that. Seriously, you're not just earning rewards, you're protecting a legacy. Remember, every chapter you write today shapes your legacy tomorrow. Thank you for joining me at Thoughtful Planning. And just like the vibrant hues of a setting sun, we're wrapping up another episode of Thoughtful Planning. Every shared story and insight is a step closer to turning uncertainty into celebrations of preparedness.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, remember that every surprise that comes our way is an opportunity to grow, adapt, and learn. Stay tuned for more stories, expert insight, and of course, a touch of wit in our next episode.
We're not just co-hosts, we're fellow travelers on this journey. For more information on additional resources, which will help you take the next step in planning, look for the link in the show notes for our membership. Join us next time for another episode of Thoughtful Planning. Until then, keep living, laughing, and loving every moment.
This podcast is part of the Sound Advice FM network. Sound Advice FM, women's voices amplified.